What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spoiled Ryan TV. Got another viral video for you guys. This is ranked number 45 on the trending list on the time of this recording. So it's gathered about over 260,000 views, and still counting. Obviously, with about over 8,000 likes and 200 dislikes. So a really good like ratio. And it's about what specifically says why Philadelphia has thousands of murals. And I was really into art growing up. Well, I still am now. I'm thinking about getting back into it. And I've always been curious about that as well. I've seen murals everywhere. Like New York has a lot of murals, but apparently Philadelphia is like the one of the most recognizable places that has murals like everywhere. Like everybody knows about the Philly murals, and they're like it's like almost like pretty much the majority of the city has a mural somewhere. So yeah, I always want to know why, and hopefully this video can answer some questions because I'm pretty curious to figure out why.
This mural is one of thousands.
And just to be clear, this is some fantastic art. This is ridiculously fantastic art. I really want to find out like what these artists had to do to create something of this size and of this much detail. Like the amount of detail that went into this piece is just amazing.
In Philadelphia. They're in yuppie Rittenhouse Square and working class Fishtown, near the Liberty Bell, and in West Philly too. Why does Philly have so many murals? And how did they make it happen? It's not just because they're pretty, though they are that. Murals aren't paintings, but tools that create wealth, employ people, and can help reimagine any city, one wall at a time. At Broad and Spring Garden, you'll find Meg Saligman's Common Threads. Across the street from that, near a grate, you'll find this humble pole. This is kind of the thing that started Philly's obsession with murals. Graffiti.
It was all like an unknown world to me. And in a way, but it was also like super exciting.
Jane Golden founded Philly's Mural Arts program. She came to Philadelphia from LA, where she'd painted more than 50 murals. She was hired in the 1980s to work as a part of Mayor Wilson Good's anti-graffiti network. People saw graffiti as a plague, so the idea was to stop graffiti by recruiting graffiti artists to make murals.
If you had met me back then, my colleagues would have been Baby Rock or Knife and Cool Earl and Disco Duck. It was like, it was unbelievable.
That makes sense.
That
makes a lot more sense.
I like fell in love with Philadelphia through the eyes of young people and community leaders.
Here's Dr. J in a suit. He looks good, right? When this mural was painted in 1990, people were certain it'd be defaced with graffiti. When it wasn't, it proved an anti-graffiti strategy. Murals could serve as an artistic shield against vandalism. That's become a model for lots of cities nationwide.
At the end of the day, it was like the perfect vehicle to really move these kids from where they were to another point without being like a fascist or a dictator or too prescriptive.
But for Philly to grow into a city with thousands of murals, it took a total transformation. Not just for the city, but for the program that covered it, too. Murals need money. Mural arts scrambles to get it. That was the case with Common Threads when Meg Saligman approached Jane Golden with an idea.
She said, "Do you have funding?" And I was like, "Not really." I said, "But I'll find funding." She said, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she said, "Okay, well, guess what? I got a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts." It was a grant for however much money. So I said, "Okay, that'll be our start." So then I went and I found some money from the city. So we put that in the pot. Then we applied to a few little foundations and we got some grants. And then we kept raising money and we would run out of money and then it would be like halfway and we'd be like, "Oh my God, we better raise some more money." And I remember we like got further down, then further down the wall. And then finally, and I remember the guy who came, he was working at the Philadelphia Foundation. He had a check for us for $5,000 and he drove up to the wall and he goes, "Here's your check." And it allowed us to finish the mural.
That scramble was only possible because in the mid-90s, mural arts restructured to use both public and private money. The organization brings in an average of $1.50 in private funds for every dollar it gets from the city.
I think our key ingredient is the leveraging of public and private funds, because without both sectors at work, we would do less work. And I think having the long-term support of the city has really ensured our longevity.
That means it gets city perks, like the historic building that's home to the program. But it also seeks private dollars to pay for more artists and materials. And that money doesn't just change a city's colors, it changes its character too. Let's say you don't care about Theater of Life on Lombard and Broad, or One World just over on 16th. The walls are just part of the program. Murals can boost property values and combat blight. That Common Threads building, today it's being marketed as the Mural Lofts. People see those murals too. In 2014, tours of the city brought 15,000 people to see the murals, with 65% leaving the center of the city to see more neighborhoods. Across the street from Common Threads, you'll find a mural on a school. In addition to employing artists, Mural Arts includes education programs for about 1,000 students. Mural Arts also designs some programs specifically for artists with mental health and substance abuse challenges. The Yale School of Medicine found that this public art helped public health. And the Mural Arts Guild program for formerly incarcerated individuals reduced the rate of return to prison. The laundry list of benefits is impressive, but these murals are really about communities expressing themselves. Whether it's a photorealistic picture of a legendary pool player or a modern collage featuring icons like the Roots, the goal is to help communities make the city their city, whether they like Shepard Fairey or Keith Haring or Frank Sinatra.
What we want is for the community to be okay with it, right? To be inspired by it, to have it so that it has meaning for them. And then all of it together, it's like this giant crescendo that really speaks to the importance of not just beauty, but beauty does have importance, but also representation. And how that representation happens, it can happen all different ways. How great is that we get to experience all these different narratives that in the end speak about our lives. But isn't that what art does? That it shines a light on our diversity, but lifts up our commonality, and in the end connects us to all that makes us human. I think at the end of the day, that probably inspires me almost more than anything. I am a very serious wall hunter. This means that no matter where I am, no matter what city I am in, I will notice really good blank walls.
So, I guess that's the story. That's actually a very clever idea. I guess more or less almost preventing graffiti in a way by encouraging a different type of wall art, which is like I said, it's an ingenious idea, and I like to see that other cities, especially other inner cities, are starting to take advantage of this idea or this example, and providing people with an opportunity to express themselves without breaking the law. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know in the comments if you have any more information about this, and yeah, pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. Definitely see you guys in the next one. Peace.